is up, people? We're back for another episode of my whole Homegrown Heroes. This is probably episode 12 by now, and we are in the qualifiers of the World Cup. I obviously, as I've said in the past, the England thing is just a side project that I don't really care too much about. We won the Euros the other episode, which was fantastic. Now we're going to go for the World Cup, and the first game is against Romania, which we win 4-0, which is a fantastic start to this episode. The second game is against Poland. I thought this was going to be a little bit of a harder game, but then looking at the squad, I looked at this squad and went, I thought there was going to be a lot more players that I knew, and there wasn't that many. I mean, I'm looking at it again now, and there's probably 3 or 4 players that I know on that list, and that's it. I thought it was more than that for Poland. We end off winning this game 1-0 with a Walcott goal in the 53rd minute. Apart from that, that game looked dead as anything. So we move on to the actual gameplay of this episode, which is the whole series. This is a bit that we're looking for. This is a bit we're looking forward to. We are trying to get Hull to win the Premiership. Maybe to win European trophies with Hull. Maybe. I'm purely looking at the Premiership. Playing Newcastle, I thought we had an early goal there. He was offside. Gutted about that. Newcastle retaliated with non-stop attacking football from this point on, and it did catch me out a few times. As you just saw there, my left back, that's Cresswell, injured. He's out for a little while. It'll show you later, hopefully after this game. I should show you. I don't know if it's injury or the fact that Newcastle did go out pure attacking in this game, but we end up losing this game 1-0. A game that we should have at least got a point out of. Not the best of results and not the best of starts for this episode. So we're going to be moving on to a game against Manchester City, a very hard game. We are 9th in the Premiership and we're playing Manchester City next. So that's the lineup. We're playing with a 4-4-2 again. I'm still hesitating on if 4-4-2 should be my formation. I don't know how to explain it, because 4-4-2 just isn't doing it for me at this whole team. I used to play a 3-5-2 when I played on FIFA 15 on a different series that isn't on YouTube at the moment, and that was a solid team. I might have to try a 3-5-2 out or something like that, or failing that I might try a diamond formation. Man City go up 22 minutes into the game. They go up 1-0. I honestly, being Man City, I expected them to beat me like 4-0 in the first 25 minutes or so. So only letting in 1 goal was lucky for me. I get 1 back, and I think Man City went, look, we're playing Hull City. They are a poor team. We should be smashing them. And then in pretty much 10 minutes later, they get another goal, and then after that it's another goal, and then after that it's another goal. So it's literally, I think Man City just turned into the next gear and kicked off their whole winning the Premiership campaign from this point on, because this is terrible. I'm not sure if it's a defending from my side or that it's Man City and their attack force is just powerful as anything. But we end up losing this game 3-1. We did get a few chances near the end, just nothing happened. Didn't even get it near the goal. Keeper got it most of the times out of it. So yeah, the whistle blows. 3-1 against Man City. That is not the result we want, although it could have been a lot worse, being the fact it's Man City. Because we lost, and because it's a Capital One game, I'm simming the next game, which is against Bristol City. This should be a very easy game. Now you've got to remember, Bristol City are in the league below or 2, so they aren't Premiership quality whatsoever. 54 minutes into the game and they go 1-0 up. That is the worst sign ever. It looks like we're going to get knocked out of the Capital One Cup, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I would like a cup run. Vardy gets an equaliser in the 88th minute, and from this point on, check out how many goals I score in the last 5 minutes of a game. It goes on to added time and we lose 4-3 on penalties. I can't blame too much about penalties, because it is literally a 50-50 chance of scoring or not. The next game is against Arsenal. So we've had Man City in this game. We've now got Arsenal, 2 of the top 4 teams. This is a very tricky month, or very tricky episode, because I'm not sure how the month layout is on this episode. I do try to do a month or a month and a half just to get through the series a bit quicker, but as you see, we're probably about 12 episodes in and we've already gone through a whole season. So it is going quicker than it should do on most career modes. They normally do 3 or 4 games per episode. We go on the attack against Arsenal 45 minutes into the game, just before the half-time whistle blows. I believe that was Callum Wilson, the guy that just can't stop scoring. I can see him doing double figures in the first year in the Premiership. Can't see him doing too many more than that. I have got quite a lot of strikers, and it's hard to rotate because you want the best strikers. That, I haven't got a clue how to explain that, guys. Picked it up and the keeper dropped it. I didn't press Y. If I pressed Y, I would have admitted defeat, and I would have admitted and say that I was in the wrong. He dropped the ball for no reason, and then they do that 85 minutes in, another 5 minutes to the end of the match goal, and it finishes 2-1. We were 1-0 up against Arsenal, and then the keeper drops the ball. So we lose against Arsenal, we lose against Man City, we lose in the Capital One Cup. I'm sick of this. I'm simming a game. Everton, my team is good enough to beat Everton. I'm simming it. We're 1-1 into this game, 30 minutes into this game, and it is 1-1. Well, that didn't last long, did it, guys? And it gets worse, because before too long, it's not 2-1 anymore. It becomes 3-1. Even with them getting a red card 63 minutes into the game, that should have been the turning point where we scored a few goals. Instead, Everton smashes us 3-1. This has been a very tricky episode, and I'm going to end the whole side of things after this little World Cup qualifier bit. There's probably one game after this. So as you saw, we beat Portugal and we're playing Austria next. The fact that it's been such a tricky month, and the fact that we've been losing so many games, I've got a bit sick of playing it, and well, I simmed quite a few games in this episode, and I do apologise. Come next episode, I might be simming more. I'm not sure. If I keep losing games, I don't want to play it. I want to get good results. I want Hull to do well in the Premiership. I want a mid-table finish this year, and I know that's really pushing it because we've only just been promoted. I can see us hitting about 14th or 15th in the Premiership. I can't see us getting too much higher, but I can't see us getting relegated this year. So I'd ideally be looking at, let's go high and aim at 13th. If we can finish 13th, I'll be happy, guys. So this is a very boring game. It finishes 1-1. Henderson, our 80-something overall key midfielder, scores. He hasn't scored for a little while. I'm glad he scored today. Not happy that they scored a equaliser. I'm not happy that Lindegaard got injured. It finishes 1-1. We are 18th in the Prem at the moment, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other content, hit that like button, leave some feedback, and if you're new, why not sub to me?